They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? How you doing? It's your boy, the Squirrel. Today I'm looking at what can you buy for £30 at the cheapest food store in the UK. Now, I know that this is from Aldi. There's a thumbnail I think had it or something, but I know it's Aldi they're shopping at. We have Aldi. So we have Aldi over here. But I get ready to do this video. You know, I have a big lead in for it, so switch it over, right? But if you look at some of the stuff just on the screen here, I just wanted to mention a couple things here. So we have bananas, organic, right? 6-pack, $1.15. Oh, sorry, £1.15. Over here, organic bananas are 79 cents to 99 cents. Did I say bananas? I didn't mean to. It's bananas. I think I put an R in there, which is weird because I'm from Massachusetts. We drop all our R's everywhere. I just throw a random one in. So bananas. But they're like, there's usually seven, sometimes 8 in a bunch. Sometimes 6, I suppose. 6 to 8, we'll say. And they're 79 to 99 cents for organic ones. The regular ones are 49 to 69 cents, depending on when you get them. So I'm paying for, we'll say 6 organic ones. They're usually between like 2.5 and 3.5 pounds for a bunch. So we'll say 2.5 pounds at 79 cents at my local store. That's 160. That's $2. It's just $2. So $2. So with the exchange, it might be close, but the eggs are definitely not close. Well, the eggs are kind of close, but not really. It's $3.95 for a dozen organic eggs. I had to look that up because I saw this main screen before I started, and I buy non-organic eggs at Aldi, and they're $1.29 or 99 cents. Depends on which Aldi you go to. 99 cents a dozen or $1.29 a dozen. There's 2 different ones, and for some reason they're 30 cents apart. Organic eggs, $3.95 a dozen is what we're paying for them. The exchange rate, though, means that we're actually get them cheaper. Everything else here looks more expensive. You can see the roses over here in the cart, right? As you see these roses. That's $2.29 for that many roses? Are you kidding me? Near Valentine's Day over here, that's like an $8 batch of roses. Normally it's like $20 though, $15-20. And then Crumpets is another thing I noticed on here. We actually get Aldi Crumpets once in a while. They're delicious. But we pay for a 6-pack of them. I believe they're like $2.99 or $2.29, $2.39, whatever they are. They're 35 cents for a 6-pack here. 35 pence. It's crazy. All right, let's get in the video. Let's check it out. This is what can I buy? What can you buy for £30 at the cheapest food store in the UK? I'm interested. I will pause and chat when I find huge discrepancies to try to at least make this educational for both of us. All right. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. I do a lot of UK content, a lot of comedy, but I also do some informational pieces as well. I also have a music reaction channel if you want to check that out, called The Other Side of Squirrel. I'm available for hire on Cameo, and I have a Patreon account. Anything you need is all down in the description below, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride on YouTube. Here we go.
And that is what you get for 30 quid in the cheapest supermarket in the UK. Can you believe that? Oh my god. How much can I buy for, I don't know, 30, 40 pounds? I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna head into, as the bus passes by, my Aldi local and see what we can get. Yes, Aldi apparently is the cheapest supermarket in the UK as per the Which outcome. Also, I have to know, I was saying in my last video how it's not autumnal, and it totally is. I went a long way round to go for a long walk before coming.
The little LIDL store wasn't much off from the Aldi too. I'm not familiar with them, but that looked pretty similar as well.
Yeah, and yeah, beautiful leaves on the floor. I am loving it, but I'm actually boiling. I haven't worn this jacket in ages. I'm not sure if I like it. It's like 18 degrees. It's not that cold. Let's get the wheelie trolley if I can get it out.
Those wheelie trolleys are great. I've only ever seen these at, there's a shoe store. I forget what it's called. But it has little wheels on. These are pretty cool with the big high handle. We don't see these anywhere over here. And I think, I don't know why, because they seem to work very, very well. And a shoe store is the only place I've ever seen them.
Ooh, and they always have an amazing selection of flowers. So I'm going to grab 2 of these, packs for $2.29. Super cheap. This is not necessarily.
That is super cheap. They're like a half dozen roses. That's like $4.60 for a dozen roses. That's ridiculously cheap. ridiculously cheap.
The easiest store to vlog, so bear with, but let's try these. These are £1.15, so they're only what is that, 19.2p per banana. Now I'm going to be mindful of what I'm picking up. I definitely don't want to carry a massive water.
$1.69, £1.69 for spaghetti. That's spaghetti squash, the big yellow ones right here next to my fat head. I wonder if that's per pound. I'm paying, that's got to be for the squash, I would guess, because inflation-wise, that would mean you're paying like ridiculous amounts of money for one, because they're heavy. But over here, they charge us by the pound for them. They're like $1. They're like $1, or, oh no, they're like, yeah, they're, trying to remember. The last one I got, they're like $1.50 a pound. Maybe that is the poundage, but I'd be surprised. Because over here it's by the pound, and they're heavy. They're so heavy. I pay like $9-10 a squash. It's so crazy.
Watermelon back. I don't need to buy tons of stuff, but I'm just going to show you a few things without getting in anyone's way. But yeah, pineapple for 89p. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? And yes, because I'm lazy, aren't we all, if we can be, I'm going to grab, I always get their mango chunks, $2.29. Oh, there's only a couple left. They look alright, don't they? But yes, significantly cheaper than Whole Foods. If you haven't watched that vlog, go and watch it. We do have strawberries.
That is very cheap. I love mango. That's really cheap for mango.
But I do find this time of year they're not great. They're £3. I think normally you get 2 for £4 when they're in season. But yes, we have got a lot of plastic. Yes, guys, I'm not in charge of the plastic. But for £1.05, I love grabbing these kind of ready-made salads. Oh, that's not going to last long, is it? When it comes to salad.
That's $5.99 for that salad. $5.99.
My intentions are always good, but oh no, I don't like that one, which is the one that I like. But for 69p, I tend to end up throwing it away. I never eat it in time. Even though Halloween has passed, we have got these little candy apples. We've got chocolate covered ones and then normal toffee ones. And they're only 64p. That is so cheap. And I quite like that it comes in this striped little display. And they sometimes have additional offers. So you got 6 Royal Gala apples for only 89p. So
6 Royal Gala apples for 89p. Royal Gala apples are like, my wife likes Royal Galas. She likes pink ladies. They're like $1.99 a pound. 6 of them is usually like 2.5 pounds. So you're looking at like $5 to $6 worth of apples that she's getting for 84p.
I'm going to grab a pack of those, they're alright. The problem with these trolleys, these wheelie baskets, is you've got to carry it home. And I'm going to get some mushrooms, so for 89p, a pack of chestnut mushrooms.
I just bought a little tiny blue container of button mushrooms for $2.49 2 days ago, so we could have mushrooms with bacon and eggs and omelets. Delicious, but those mushrooms look awesome, and I can't believe this is ridiculous.
They'll do. Actually, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to buy the ones that are pre-sliced. Not going
The pre-sliced one's are $2.69.
to get any more because I won't eat it in time. Does anyone else do that? You buy loads of fruit and veg to try and be healthy, and then you end up throwing half it in the bin. So I'm going to try not to do that today. milk. Yeah, it is incredibly cheap in here. But I do really like this cowbell lactose. I don't think I'm like full-on lactose intolerant. I don't know, but I just prefer this, and it's only $1.15, which is way cheaper. But yeah, they've got loads of like organic milk. Chocolate milk, etc., etc. Okay, we're just gonna go
over here. Milk's like trying to think. $2.39 is the cheapest I get it for. We do 2% milk. It's one of the cheaper ones, so 1% is about the same price, whatever. Like $2.39 or $2.59. That's what it is. $2.59. If we get it at Aldi. My wife does do like a monthly trip to Aldi with her friend and stocks up on a lot of stuff. $1.99 at Aldi, so $2 at Aldi. But for gallons, gallon or half gallon. Always says we buy gallons. Obviously, we do a gallon a day in this house with these kids.
go down the meat aisle. What do I need? But they've got this new Ashfield Farm fillet steak. It says it's $5.19 per. Oh no, $5.19 per thing. That's really cheap, right? But yes, I don't need it.
I don't know if that's cheap or not. Fillets are expensive. They're like $9-10 a piece over here for the little tiny one this big. So yeah, that is actually really cheap. And burger goes by the pound over here. Right now, 85 meat, 15 fat. About $3.99 is a good price on it if you can find it on sale. You can find 85.15 for like $3.29 on. I mean, sorry. The 87. Gosh, the 79.21, 79 meat, 21 fat for like $3.29 or whatever. That's about the cheapest you see in anything after the pandemic and in this asshole recession we're in.
any mince, but yeah, I always get like the lower fat one. I know it doesn't taste as great, but it's slightly healthier, or the 3% one, and you get that whole thing of 400 grams for just £3.29, or 250 grams just for £2. So crazy good value.
Yeah, I'm not breaking out the phone and doing the conversion right now, but I'm talking per pound when I talk about over here. So we don't break them into like it's this much for a half, or it's always just this is how much per pound, and then the label does the math. But those seem to be decent prices
In here, so you can get a chicken for $3.59. People always ask me how much they are, and they've got different tiering for a medium, or you have these that you just literally cook in the bag, and it's already got like a bunch of different flavorings, seasonings. So for $4.99, which is crazy good. It's always good if you're cooking for a few people. And
yeah, you can get those ones at BJ's I spoke about probably before I actually started this video, actually when I was talking to the Patreons. But at BJ's they do it's like $4.99 for a 3-pound already cooked and everything, which is that's phenomenal. We get every time we go to Beaches we grab one. But a raw bird, yeah, $4 to $5, unseasoned. I've never seen the seasoned one, just for an unseasoned one, and they're pretty small. We usually do 2 birds if we're making a dinner, just because there's 7 of us.
I always like getting kind of stuff that's ready to go, and this is literally called Ready Set Cook. So you've got a few different options there: crispy duck pancakes, pulled pork, barbecue ribs, and they're really good value. Look at those prices. I think a lot of people watching this will probably buy this type of thing, so you get like a whole spatchcock.
You can get a spatchcock chicken at the store. You can't buy it. I mean, you could get one at the butcher, but not at a regular grocery store. Not at Aldi. You're not buying a spatchcock chicken here. That's crazy.
Chicken, which is really good value for £4.69, or for £5, yeah, you get this chicken crown that cooks for 55. I mean, to be fair, it probably costs you a tenner to cook it in the oven these days. Price electricity, we're not going to go there. And yeah, they have lots of these trays that you can just grab and stir fry for $3.69. But things that I do like to buy, I don't really need any, is when they're in these foil trays, and honestly, you just whack them in the oven, guys. So there's a nacho chicken one, and then the Cajun chicken. I think I've bought that before. It's pretty good for £3. I think this is one of my favorite sections. Yes, the
Alright, I'm just going to tell you now. First, I'm going to show my wife this video. She's going to... Wow. This Italian prosciutto ham, same exact one, I'm almost positive, we do have. My wife gets it at Aldi, because if you try to get a pack of prosciutto ham, it's like a half-pound pack or whatever. It's not even a full pound. If you get it anywhere around here, for a half-pound, you're looking at $10, $12, like $13.99 at a lot of stores. And at Aldi, it's like $6.99. That's really cheap. And my son Noah, my oldest son, loves prosciutto, and so does my wife. So she'll buy it. She'll pay $7 for the half-pound pack, because that's a slamming price for us. This is $1, £1.59 for this. That's the same package we get. That's unbelievable.
cured meats. Oh, I usually love the peppered salami for £1. But yeah, they have really, really great packs ready to go. Really good for like sharing, or just eating them all myself, which is what I do. What else have we got? Yeah, so you can grab loads of little like tapasy or like small plates things. Is that tapas? I'm not sure, but I really like these little things that have got cheese in them. Like I said, I'm not going to try and get too much stuff because I really don't need it, but I always like getting chicken that's ready to cook. You can see there that's got the peri-peri on it. Maybe I'll get one of these. That looks quite good. And all the beige goodness. We are in a British store after all, and this is kind of our foundation of our diet. We love it. So you can get loads of different massive packs for under £2. I love sausage.
Not even available here. I wish that somebody from Aldi, how you doing? They call me Squirrel, is watching this video and decides, you know, we should send all this shit over to America. Because we would love sausage rolls, cheese, what is this, cheese and onion rolls, yep. I mean, are you kidding me? $1.29 for 9 snack-sized sausage rolls? Take my damn money, man. Just take it.
Sausage rolls. Oh, maybe I should go to Greg's at some point. I also love a quiche. I haven't had a quiche in ages. Yum. Okay, so there is an Aldi near where I work, and I've been getting, where is it? Do they have it? Yes.
79 cents for hummus? Hummus that big's $4 to $5 at Aldi, where it's better priced, because that's like a double-sized hummus. Because they do the little small hummuses, they're like $3.50 at the regular store, and they're like $6.99 for the big one. Aldi, they're like $4 or $5. This is crazy.
Sweet chili limited edition. Can you believe we're talking about limited edition hummus, guys? But it's only 79p. But this one, if you see it, do get it. I really like it. I'm actually going to get 2. Yum. So you may have spotted already on some of the packaging, they have this specially selected, which is kind of like their premium range. So yeah, that's always a great thing to have. And then they have also a lot of stuff in this area that's just branded as the deli. I really like that packaging, actually. You know me, I love a label. And another thing I adore, yeah, for $1.79 is they have these little pots, which I'm sure are the same ones that you'll find in other supermarkets, not gonna lie. Oh gosh, all the dates are not very late on these, but I'm gonna get the spinach and pine nut one. I really like this, and it tastes exactly the same as the Waitrose one, because it might be the same. Yes, I am aware that a lot of the stuff is just packaged differently, but I'm not complaining, it's fine, whatever, it's just how it is. These antipasti pots are also fantastic, so yeah, if you want to get bits for picnic.
Salted butter per no, okay, so this this is a smaller pack, but we get it by the pound, so you're looking at, what is it, 2.2 pounds per kilogram. Let me see if I can do this real quick here. So it's $7.99 divided by 2.2 for a pound price of $3.63, $4.99 a pound right now, mostly. If you get on sale, it's $3.99, so the butter's much cheaper as well.
I always think Aldi is a really, really good place to go, and I've spotted, yes, see again, specially selected. These pizzas are insane, guys. I do actually...
Aldi pizzas are amazing. When my wife goes, the pizzas are $5 to $6, $7 for the bigger one. We get cauliflower crust ones. My wife and I eat those ones because there's a lot less carbs in them. And then they have the regular ones. But all their pizzas, this lady's right, their pizzas are amazing. They're very, very good. We don't have these ones here, these special selected ones. We don't get special select shit over here. Our Aldis over here look like our Aldis over here are not like, this is like a nice grocery store. Our Aldis over here, they always look trashy. They always look like shit. But either way, but the pizzas are great.
We buy them and I have to cut them in half, and then I freeze half because otherwise I eat the whole thing. But for only £4, I actually prefer these to like Domino's and Francomanca. I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but this one is my favourite. Yummy. And another thing us Brits love is a microwave meal of some form. So you have got Inspire Cuisine. So yeah, you've got lots of different kind of microwave meals. I know a lot of people call them TV dinners, but they're really, really big here in the UK. And in particular, getting things like an Indian. A lot of retailers will have like a big box that you just grab that's for like 2 or 4 people. But yeah, these honestly are really nice. I think
that's got to be $7-8, and I don't even know. Like, there's no chicken tikka masala over here. There's no Korean korma. There's no sweet and sour chicken, beef and black bean sauce. None of this shit exists over here. But if you find things like this, this is like $6.99, $7.99 all day. They're
fantastic, and for $2.65 or $2.29 or cheaper, you can't complain. So yeah, we always have lots of different Italian, Chinese, Indian, Thai, and then you have got your the Italian selection. Can't get my words out, guys. And I've noticed they have quite a lot of plant menu. I think this is their own brand, correct me if I'm wrong, but one I have actually bought before is this mushroom bolognese. It's really, really good. So if you're looking for something, definitely would recommend that. And it's only $2.35, super cheap.
Not into the plant-based stuff. Not a vegan, not a vegetarian, just regular diet for me. Meats, veggies, fruits, whatever. Just regular stuff. I'm not, I don't eat one certain way or the other, which is whatever. Everybody make your own choice. It's fine. But I got to be honest with you. This plant-based meat thing, I don't know how it's doing over in your neck of the woods, but it's really not taking off that well over here. Every store has a little section of it, and a good indicator as to how well this stuff was doing was when COVID hit. So when COVID hit, it got to the point where it was like zombie apocalypse just going to the grocery stores. You'd go in there, and everyone was scared. They had their whole face wrapped up with a coat, and like we didn't know what the hell was going on. This is when we were in the 2 weeks to flatten the curve bullshit that they lied to us about. But anyways, I went with my son to the grocery store, and we were just trying to get anything. I just wanted to get some food to make sure that, because who knew? Nobody knew. They were shutting the country down. Were they going to restock the grocery stores? Were they going to stay open? How were we going to eat? So I went there, and the whole grocery store was almost empty. It was scary. I was with my kid, and it was like, whoa. We went down the meat aisle, and there was no meat, no chicken, no pork, no steak, no hamburger, nothing. The whole section of the Impossible fucking plant-based meat thing was pretty full. It was almost full. And we walked by and my son looks at me and goes, Dad, there's no food in the store and people still want to eat this stuff. It's crazy. So I'm sure there's a niche for it, and there's people that really like it. I'm not knocking anybody who does. Whatever. I tried Impossible Nuggets from KFC. I put that up when I was doing food tastings and music reviews on the other side of Squirrel. I'll see if I can remember to stick a link in here for you for that. We'll see. But this stuff is crazy expensive over here. Crazy expensive. And it doesn't fly off the shelves. That's all.
And we also have, you'll notice the bougie packaging here, the Gastro collection. Keep an eye out. I've not tried any of this. Let me know. Little lasagna there, fish pie. And then you obviously have like the lower tier stuff, price point wise. So yeah, a bit of something for everyone.
These are
It's actually
amazing.
really awkward to vlog in here. So please can you like this video and subscribe? Yeah, struggling a little bit in here. Can't get my words out, but I've just noticed, look at these amazing pots. These are very goo-like, aren't they? Look at that sea salt Belgian chocolate ganache, and it's only £1.19. Oh, it says they're new. Sadly, I can't quite reach it, but they've got a whole pancake range up the top there. Let's grab buttermilk pancake. It says American style. Oh my god, the Americans are going to laugh at this. $1.85. That's pretty good for 6. I mean, you can't really go wrong, can you?
The only pancakes that we ever find here, they're frozen. It's like you get a whole box of them. They're frozen. They're like this big. They're tiny. They're garbage. I mean, whatever. The kids like them. You can put them in the toaster and cook up 2 pancakes for them real quick. But we don't get anything like that. But pancakes are one of the pancakes. Bolognese, which she was just looking at. Tableside guacamole. Any kind of pasta. These are things that like are on like that list of things you should never order in a restaurant because it's cheaper. It's so cheap to make that just screwing you on the price basically. So like you go to a restaurant and they're like pancakes, short stack, 2 pancakes, and it's like $4.99, large stack, 3 pancakes, $6.99, whatever. You like pancakes, pay it, but because they're usually pretty good size, but still like it costs like nothing to make them. It's so cheap to make all that stuff I listed. So, but I've never seen them like this. But hey, $6, those pancakes look pretty damn good. I mean, $2. I mean, for 6 of them, I'm biting.
And then they've got the mini pancakes. Oh my gosh, these look so good. And yeah, $1.69. Yum. I was just thinking, how much is cheese these days? I feel like Cathedral City is quite expensive. That's probably the #1 cheese here in the UK. But for strength 5, how much do you get for that? 400 grams, I think that is. Yeah, that's quite a big one. And that's only $2.65. So that's really good value. And then they have the different strengths to choose from. I don't need any. Well, I do, but I'll eat it all in about 2 sittings. I'm trying so hard to not buy the junk food. I can eat what I want when I go out, but at home I need to be a bit better. That pizza's definitely going to be my treat. Yum, all the beige goodness. I've noticed in quite a lot of these stores, the sliced brioche loaf is heavily featured chocolate chip. Oh my gosh, it's only $1.49.
The cheapest bread we're finding right now for cheap shit store brand white bread or wheat bread is like $2.29 a loaf. The loaves have gotten smaller. The bread's gotten a bit thinner, and they're just trying to keep up with the inflation, I think, and try to keep the price from going through the roof. But you don't see a loaf of bread that size for $1.49 anywhere. I understand for everybody who jumps in the comments and goes, "This guy's not considering the exchange rate." I am. I know that. I know there's a bit with the exchange, but still, even with the exchange and all that, this is crazy good pricing.
And then they have like the mini rolls as well. Oh my gosh, individually packed. They're pretty good to take to work, but I would just eat so many that wouldn't fill me up. £1.09. Brioche burgers. I'm a sucker for any kind of burger that comes with a brioche bun, but you get 4. How much are they? Only 99p. What? Very cheap again.
$3.99 for 4 brioche buns, $1 a bun.
Fancy branding. Ooh, what is a London cheesecake? How do I not know what this is? People are going to roll their eyes. £1.09. Yum. Something I need to do is actually fill up my freezer because I have absolutely nothing except for ice cubes. So I'm going to get these toasting waffles, and they're only £1.19 for 12 in a pack. They also have got...
Over here we have Eggos. You probably have them over there. There's like 6 or 8 in a box. I think 8. And they're like $4 a box, and they're shit.
Some chocolate-filled crepes. Crepes, not crepes, right? Am I saying that right? Probably not. But also their crumpets are amazingly good, and they're only 35p. They do just about fit in my toaster, so I'm going to get those and whack those in the freezer just in case.
Those are bigger. There's more in that pack, and they're bigger than the ones we're getting over here.
Finding I don't really have any like emergency food. So we do have branded stuff as well. So you got Warburtons in here. It's not all own label. Oh, and at the end of this aisle, look at these cheeses. These look really good. Black pepper and paprika. Yum. These look really good. Garlic and herb. £1.25. Wow.
My wife just bought me, it's about this big and about that big around. She knows I like goat cheese, and she got one that has like herbs on the outside of it. And it's tiny. It's very small. Maybe it's probably like a 2.5 or 3 ounce piece of cheese. And it was $2.69. So the size of these things alone at £1.25 is crazy.
Everything is such good value. Honestly, maybe I need to start shopping here a little bit. And they have got these fancy dishes. These would be good if you got people coming round. Little cheese baked there, 22 minutes. Yeah, it costs you 50 quid to cook it. For only the more premium, specially selected cheeses, and it's on all of the.
Alright, is Cave Age like a big thing over there? I thought just Wookie Hole did it. I don't know. We got a crazy Wookie Hole story. Anyway.
Products as well, which is kind of good to see that they have different tiering on pretty much every category. But let's head on into the dry food. I was just seeing if there's any nice sauces to pick up. Maybe I'll look at the Italian ones. But I did notice, look at these specially selected, and they've got some seasoning that comes with it on the cap. That's quite good. And I feel like for £1.09, that's really, really cheap, right? But you've got quite a lot of different. A
jar that big of any kind of sauce is $3 and up. Minimum $3. Even that's for like just cheap traditional pasta sauce from a knockoff brand. Wow.
Ones to choose from. A lot of my friends always rave about the microwave like Spanish grains, the lentils, and also all of the rice. Look at that. Piri piri special rice, and they're really good value. I mean, the whole rice ones for 35p, ready for 2 minutes. And then the more flavor you have, they go up a little bit in price, but really, really good value. I think what's the most expensive one? That Spanish grain French lentils for £1.09. Again, I do need some cupboard stuff, so I'm going to see what this pesto is like for 70 or 97p. See what I mean, guys? I can't get my words out. What's wrong with me today? But lots of dried pasta. I don't think I need any. And their specially selected premium crisps are insane. I think.
Just get a bag of crisps for $1.09 for that size bag. That's a $2.99 on sale, $3.49 off sale bag. Most crisps these days are $5 and up a bag, and the bag's not much bigger than that.
No, I won't. I'm not going to get them. They're only £1.09. But keep your eyes peeled, guys, for the beef and mustard ones. They are insane. I can't find them, but if you see them, do try them. And they've got a decent selection of all your household bits and bobs. Let's see if they've got. Yeah, they've still got this range, which I know is really, really popular. The Hotel Collection. They do a mini candle and read. Oh, that's a nice little. Oh, I thought it was a set. No, it's not. And this massive candle, which I know a lot of people still buy, the lime basil mandarin. The pomegranate one's quite nice for $3.50. I had one a while ago. I haven't tried the diffuser, or maybe I have. Gosh, I can't remember. But a lot of this stuff also is the same price as the pound store, if not cheaper. So yeah, you can get like massive things of hand soap. They always win awards for their skincare, which is one of the popular Lacura anti-wrinkle cream.
I'm going to tell you Always, which I thought was an American company. I'm not sure if it is or not. But Always Dailies, these are they're maxi pads. What is it, one in the box for $1.95? Seriously, there's got to be one, right? I mean, the size of that box, that's like a $10, $12 box over here, I think. It's been a long time since I've had to buy them for my wife, but I have run to the store before for my wife, or my mom used to say when I was a kid. I see them when you walk to the store. $1.95. There's got to be one and two, maybe two. It might be two. Maybe there's two in there. Yeah. It says big pack too for $1.95.
And this is the section where I literally want to buy everything. I do really like these spirals. Obviously, the hazelnut one actually I really love. They're very, Kinder Bueno-ish, but Jive bars are fantastic. Crazy good value. I've said this about 100 times, but they do also have, again, some vegans. Looks like a really nice brand. Look at that packaging. Blonde chocolate.
Okay, Mosher and Roth is over here. The Mosher and Roth bars are like $2.69, $2.79. Those are for the non-vegan ones. I've never seen the vegan ones here. I've just never seen them, but I know that brand Mosher Roth. I've seen it at the Aldi, so we definitely get those over here. I think they're $2.79 a bar. I've never bought one, but they look fancy. But I've never seen a vegan one either.
Chocolate there, you've got dark and classic for $1.49, which is still pretty good value. So you can get more premium kind of single bars as well. Looks like Mossa and
how much for the all sorts?
Off, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And yeah, we do also have Mars. I think there might be some Galaxy maybe in here somewhere, and some Cadbury. But yes, oh sorry, Galaxy Minstrels are my absolute favourite chocolate. Well, Galaxy, Cadbury, I don't mind, but something I want to try. I think I've had these before. I've run out of cereals, and I really like kind of fruit and nuts. So let's try this fruit and fibre. And this is only what, £1.39. Wow, that's huge.
Fruit and Fiber, different brand, I think. It looks totally different than that. I think the brand name is actually Fruit and Fiber over here. It's like $5 in a box. It's one of the expensive cereals. Cereals themselves are all expensive. Cereals are all $4 or $5 a box. You know, $3.99 for like the smaller box. It's ridiculous. I hate buying cereal. Fruit and Fiber has got to be $5-6. This is crazy.
It just says there's 18 servings, but yeah, you've got all your different cereals, slightly more premium granolas to choose from, which is still pretty good in price point. I just like seeing all the packaging. Oh, this is one that maybe I'll try at some point with the strawberries added. And as I pass the other section of the bakery, we do obviously have Hovis, but I really love their own brand. This Ancient Grains or the Super Seed Farmhouse for £1.19. That's really nice. Let me show you a loaf of breads. I've actually still got one at home, so would 100% recommend that. And then they do have then the more premium seeded sourdough, white sourdough there. Yeah, and I like that it's like huge slices as well for £1.50. And I'm just going to grab some organic eggs for £2. They do have a little bit of a different selection, so if you get the medium ones, you get 6 eggs.
$3.95. I don't know if they mentioned this right now, but $3.95 a dozen over here, so they're similar in price. They're cheaper, I think, here actually. I think that's one thing.
For £1.09.
Regular eggs are 99 cents to $1.29, depending on which Aldi you go to. For regular eggs, if you don't need organic, you can get them a lot cheaper.
Also, everyone having a go at me in the comments, they do have long life milk. Obviously they've got skimmed and semi-skimmed, and that is a litre for 69p. So yes, my comment.
Shelf stable long life milk, holy shit, is so expensive here, and it's only almond or oat or whatever. Obviously it's not regular milk, but wow.
My Poundland vlog, where I said you can get maybe a couple of pints for £1. You technically can if you buy long life. That's what I meant. Or I would get some long life oat milk, but I don't think I can be bothered to carry all of this. I'll get that another time. It's so good. I probably should have bought my car actually and stocked up. And in this corner, they actually have got like a load of dry food for vegan lovers, which is quite good. Little pots that you can, I guess, microwave. 3-bean chili for £1.50. Quite a selection, and we always love these kind of like kits for things like wraps for heaters. Oh, katsu curry wrap kit. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it? But as I pan over, guys, Christmas, which I need to talk to, so stick around to the end of this video and I'll tell you about Christmas. But yeah, we've got quite a few advent calendars. I feel like each year Reese's gets more and more popular. Some boozy chocolates there. Yeah, this brand is featured a lot. I really like that. Mossa and Roth and Maltesers. Oh, I think these are actually one of my favourite chocolates, the reindeers. Wish you got more in a pack. I could eat so many of those. I'm such a little piglet. These types of things I think are always good to do, like, like Christmas hunts around the house if you've got kids or adults. Chuck a bottle of wine in there while you're at it. But yes, we have got some Christmas.
It's the sewing kit right there. That's the sewing kit. It's a thing of cookies. When you're done, your mom puts her sewing kit in there. It becomes a sewing kit tin. Just saying. Just wanted to point that out to you, in case you didn't know. Now you know.
Treat, so I will probably come back at some point and show you, but their little reindeer or white unicorn is only 89p, and then you get.
They take the mold for the bunnies, and then they take the, look at them, those are fucking chocolate bunnies. They take the wrap off, and then they rewrap them, and they're like, Santa's reindeer. Chocolate's all white and crappy. It's been sitting around since like March, April when it was first produced. Those are definitely bunnies, and they just rewrapped them.
Massive Santa for 99p, but there's always a review on like UK TV channels comparing all the different mince pies. So you got 6 mince pies there for £1.09. Yeah, quite a few different things to choose from. And guys, I have been trying Yorkshire tea. I've got a massive box. I think I'm.
Holy shit, $4.49. I get Yorkshire tea in a box like this big, and I'm spending like $7.99 on it. And it's always almost out of code. Like I end up only using like half of it because nobody keeps it up to date. Wow, PG Tips is like $5.99, I think, but it's a much, maybe $4.99, but a much smaller box. That's crazy tea pricing. Holy smokes.
I'm maybe halfway through it. It's okay. I think I need to try the biscuit brew, but they don't have it. I do like PG tips. Let me know any others I should try. But I'm sure some of you are commenting, a lot of the time it's the same food, just repackaged. But I just wanted to, I love this type of thing. Like when I was a kid, like ice lollies or ice cream that's shaped by something like into a form. I love it. And yeah, twisters or whirls, whatever one you're getting, I love those. But these caught my eye. Look at these wafers. They kind of remind me of being on holiday in Spain or something like that. But yeah, quite the selection. And yes, they have got, these are very Christmassy, and you can tell on the packaging. Can you see that there's a little holly above the specially selected? So this is your kind of Christmas stuff coming. Oh my gosh, Pavlova tower for £6. Special chocolate orange profiteroles. Oh, they're different flavors. Oh my gosh, salted caramel as well. So yeah, interested to see what they have got coming. Also the frozen fruit, here's a really good idea. Maybe if you make smoothies, is a really
holy shit, that frozen fruit is cheap. Wait till I'm going to show this to my wife too. Bag of frozen fruit, about the same size it looks anyway. I mean, I might be off by a little bit. $7.99 to $9.99 for a whole bag of it. My kids love smoothies, and like they're only available once in a while just because the fruit's so fucking expensive. Wow.
Good way of buying it. Maybe I should get them, but I'm not sure. Oh, there are any left. There is £1.50 for a massive bag of frozen like raspberries. Is really good, right? And they have got tons again of that plant menu. Yeah, let me know. I don't know if that is their own brand or if it's bought in. Loads of different burgers and stuff. I know some of my friends really like those. They look good, don't they? Ultimate no beef and then no chicken. Yum. And depending on how old you are, the alcohol section always wins awards. I think it's the Harrison gin that has done exceptionally well. Yeah, so I'm sure some of you...
Is it me, or is that bottle of Harrison gin all dusty with a couple fingerprints on it? It looks like it's dusty as hell. Harrison gin's done quite well.
You're watching this, have tried some of them, and they've got quite a lot of like the flavoured ones now, so spice plum and clementine gin. I really, really love the packaging. And look at this, the Illusionist. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's really cool. Oh, lime and watermelon. But yes, I do like gin quite a lot.
Let's see. I don't. I'm not recognizing like any of these brands. You guys definitely have different brands than we do.
They have got champagne for £15, which, let's be honest, oh, here we go. And they're a Brut for £13.99. This Nicolas de Montbart, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like that crops up in quite a few retailers, but you know what? For 13-14 quid for a bottle of Plonk, I think is pretty good. You can go to the lower price points. We've got, what's the cheapest one? Carver Brut for $5.49, and a whole selection of wines, which I think they're pretty much all under 9 quid, if I'm honest with you, looking at it. I think I think a lot of them also are $4.99 or under £6, which is a bargain. I personally really like this Rioja, and it's only £4.39. It's really cheap. What was the one I tried? Oh, this one, this Malbec for $4.69. This colour is really nice, so keep an eye out if you're going to go shopping. And also, I recently tried Splashed Out, $8.99. Such good value. This Pinot Noir from New Zealand. I'm trying to think other ones I've tried. They also have an organic one. I've definitely tried that one up there, that green one, for $6.49. Oh, they've got Budweiser. I keep saying everything's good value, but it is. So what have you got? 4 buds at 440 mils for 4 quid, basically like £1.05 for each of the beers. And then
I'm not sure the size of these beers or whatever. $4.19 for 4 like tall boys. It's about average over here. The tall boys, I think they're like $1.25 everywhere now, and those look like the bigger cans. So it's fairly comparable. I think Stella for these big cans in this size are like $8.99 over here, but I'm not positive. So
Stella, but they're slightly bigger cans. What's that? For 568 mils for $5.75. I can't get my words out now, can I? And then you've got Foster's. So yeah, you can get some of the big brands as well, or like the big bottles, the 500ml ones, which I know a lot of people like to get. Oh, even Hobgoblin. There we go, for $1.30.
Hobgoblin, I know. I actually love Hobgoblin. I sold Hobgoblin at the company I'm with right now. We had up until like 2 years ago, and then just import issues. We lost a lot of brands during COVID because people couldn't get glassware, they couldn't get shit shipped. But I like Hobgoblin. I always have. It's a nice little brand. I'm just watching. Sorry, I'm reading through all these brands so I'm just kind of zoning out, staring, like trying to find something familiar. But there you go. From Witchwood, Hobgoblin. I like
35. I think those prices are maybe in line with most of the supermarkets here. I think. Yeah, I'm saying that. I think their beers? I don't know, but if you go to somewhere like Asda, which is also ranked as like the other cheapest main big supermarket, you'll get packs of like 24, so it's just a very different supermarket. And I am in an Aldi local, where I'm in the middle of London, so it is a smaller store, and it's a slightly different selection. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. Let's see how much this is. And half the fun is seeing how big the queues are. Oh my gosh, I have come at such a good time. Are you joking? Is it all self-service? Oh, brilliant. Okay. Right, let's see. And that is what you get for 30 quid in the cheapest supermarket in the UK. Can you believe that? Oh my god.
Glad she made this video. It was a cool little video. She did a great job with it. Blown away by the difference in price. And I'm talking, like, I tried to give you guys, like, Aldi pricing when I did, because we do shop at Aldi, but wow. Those crumpets for 35 cents. Take my money. What the oh, goodness gracious. Anyways, I need to start just flying over there, shopping, and flying home, I guess, you know. Maybe I can get back before the ice cream melts. Probably not. But, I don't know. I'm still a little floored at the amazing difference in price. It's crazy. So, tell me what you think. I mean, I fired off a lot of prices in there. Would you buy those things at those prices or no? I'm wondering. You know, we don't have much of a choice, so we kind of do. But just checking in. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're doing quite well. I'll catch you real soon. Be good, all right? Squirrel out.